The most impressive part of this trip were the various lavender fields that we went to, passed by, stopped at, photographed. I mean, this is an area that I think many people don't have any understanding as to how stunning it is, especially this time of year right before harvest. I love history, I love architecture. The medieval towns that we went to and stopped in, you know, super, super.
This has been a fantastic experience. We've had a marvelous time. This is an area of France I'd always wanted to visit, and when I found out that there was going to be this event here, I couldn't wait to join.
The scenery is beyond description. I mean, it's every bit as beautiful as anyone could possibly describe. Going to the wine tasting was really a good experience. The wine was really very good, and I could start telling the difference between some of the flavors and understanding how they do the wine with the older vines and then the newer vines.
I'm thrilled that I got an opportunity to come. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. The reason I love coming on these trips and the reason I keep signing up is that I grow every time I come. It's really been wonderful. And the funny thing about the lavender fields is you think to yourself, well, it's just one lavender field. Okay, I've seen a lavender field. And then you drive around a corner and you go, oh, wait, no, look, this is different. Oh, look, there's the mountain behind it. I like the old villages. I'm a big fan of Roussillon, and I've always been a big fan of Roussillon because I like the ochre color of this village, so that was wonderful wandering around there too, and going all the way up to the top and wandering into the church.
Of course, there's good food and wine, it's France, but there's also a photo element to this trip. We'll make sure that you're in each of the lavender fields in the right light so that you come home with amazing and stunning photographs. You don't need any experience to come on a trip like this. You can come with the camera you already own, you can buy a new one, or you can borrow one from a friend. Someone in the group will show you how to use it.
It's been great to meet the other attendees. You really feel like these are your common folk, and we are very supportive of one another, so it's really been a great experience.
This is the best way to travel. You really become friends with everybody on the trip very quickly. I think that you learn, you grow, but you also get to see the world.
Any kind of travel in small groups is really, in my opinion, the best way to travel because you get to really know the people you're with.
One of my most favorite things about this trip to France is the camaraderie of the group that I'm in. Everybody's very generous. We have laughed and been on some adventures. I would highly recommend going with a group like this of like-minded travelers. You're not tied up in a neat little bow in a travel tour.
I mean, if you haven't traveled a lot, I would say this is one of the best ways to get introduced to traveling is because you have people that are already making all your arrangements for you.
I would certainly highly recommend doing a trip like this. It's been amazing, and I would recommend it to anyone.
Don't you want to go? Don't you think it's a good idea?
Best croissants in my life.
They live for wine. I mean, it's everywhere.